Hey guys, so it is Thursday the 13th of June 2024, my fourth and final workout of the week as part of my 4-day upper-lower training split routine. Today is lower session 2, nice way to end the week. Legs are already pretty fried from Tuesday, so we'll have to see how we go. Starting with the extended range prone leg curls, I've got 4 sets, 1 straight set to failure, and then 3 myo-rep max sets to work through. Then on to the extended range paused machine squats, aiming for 4 sets of 11 today. And then following that, it's going to be probably 2 sets of 45-degree back extensions with a little bit more of a hamstrings and glutes bias. And then following on with 2 sets of myo-rep assisted sissy squats, eccentrically paused for a little bit of extra knee extension, quad volume. So gonna have to split this workout today into 2 sections because I've only got 2 1-hour gaps between clients. One of them is now, so gonna try and get one half of the workout done in this gap, and then I'll finish the last couple of exercises in the second gap later on. So let's get started. Hey guys, so the second exercise in my program today is the extended range of motion eccentrically paused machine squats. And as you can see here, I'm using a 25 kilo bumper plate to stand on, which just helps me get a little bit of deeper range of motion at the bottom without hitting the bottoms of the machine owing to my rather short levers. So the goal was 4 sets of 11 today for my work sets. And I just wanted to point out one thing really quickly that I see a lot of people miss with this machine. And when you're trying to specifically bias the quadriceps during the squat on this machine, you really want to have the toes as close to the front of this platform as possible, with feet in a hip to hip stance and toes and knees externally rotated to open up the hips. I see way too many people with their feet way far back, right at the back end of this platform here. And so what they end up doing is something that resembles more of a hip hinge, where they just don't get anywhere near low enough with their hips. There's really minimal loaded knee flexion to extension happening, and they're just not really getting a very good effective stimulus for the quads. So if you're going to use this machine, make sure your toes are right at the front of the platform there, your heels are right underneath your hips, and as you descend, focus on breaking at the knees and hips at the same time, and really trying to push your knees out and forward as far as you can over and in line with your toes to really sink it nice and low. And yes, it is perfectly okay for your knees to go over your toes. Just make sure your feet are staying nice and flat and solidly connected to the platform. Hey guys, so this is the third exercise of my program for today for lower body session 2 for the week. And this is what I'm trying to do here is set up a 45-degree back raise using the Smith machine and using a hip pad. But this time, instead of trying to bias my glute specifically, I'm actually trying to bias my hamstrings in the lengthened position. So basically what I'm doing is I'm using this 25 kilo red bumper plate here to wedge my heels behind. I rest the top of my thighs on the hip pad there that's on the bar, and then what I try and do is anteriorly rotate my pelvis, which pre-stretches my hamstrings at the hip joint, because the hamstrings are a biarticular muscle group, so they cross the knee joint and the hip joint. I keep my spine extended, my chest and tummy out, and then try and fold forwards over the bar. And that should give me a pretty decent loaded stretch of the hamstrings in the lengthened position. So I'll probably do a set of 10, just unloaded, just to feel it out. And then I'll try a couple of modestly loaded sets after that. And let's see how it goes.